Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the PlayHeadCast. I'm here with Cody.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And my name is Brandon. And today we're going to talk about 99.9% by KAYTRANADA.
Getting straight to it. What you think,
Yeah.
man?
I liked it. It was, I think you described it before as kind of like chill.
Very different. There's a lot of different things going on in that album.
Yeah.
You have like a little bit of rap, kind of like some folk house music. Really weird. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, I liked it. It's got me curious to maybe check out some other albums.
Very, like I said to you, yeah, what got me with this is that, I originally heard that song Glowed Up, and I was like, whatever, just another clout chasing rapper. And then, I started digging into the album and I was like, whoa, okay, there's a lot more going on than just rapping in this album. Not saying I have any beef with like trap or rap or anything, just, in my opinion, sometimes those kind of albums are a dime a dozen. But
Yeah,
this
I know
one was
what you mean.
just, like you said, was really special. I'm very big into experimenting with music and trying new things, and you can like it, yeah. Like I said, and Brandon can attest. The album has a lot of very different kind of approaches to music, which is kind of cool. That being said, I'm really glad you liked it. I thought you might. What do you got for us, Brandon?
Uh, Shit, that's a good question.
Good stuff, good stuff. I usually don't have it ready until me and Brandon are like 5 minutes away from starting, or 5 seconds away sometimes from starting this thing. And if I sound tired, everybody, and this podcast just goes a little fast, I did start a job serving. I have a lot of respect for servers. I already did, but fuck, this is hard. You're on your feet all day, and it's got me pretty beat. And unfortunately, I do have work a little bit later, so we're gonna run this one a little short, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind. I'll keep an eye on the time just to make extra sure.
No, me too, me too. Um, I wanted to talk about something now that we had to go ahead and think about the album you're gonna pick, and I
Okay.
wanted to talk about something, and it was actually a game that I saw. I want to know if you remember it. Did you ever play the Super Nintendo?
I didn't have one.
Okay, okay. I guess everybody kind of like the only reason I played one is obviously I had like an older brother or something. There's this game on there. It's like a Pac-Man game. Anyways, you move around like a little target, and you're supposed to like interact with like the map as Pac-Man's walking through it or whatever. I have no fucking idea how to play this game. And I went to this bar, and it's called the Monster Arcade Bar. It's like a two-story arcade bar, not like Dave and Buster's. Like it's a little more mom and pop-ish, but they have all these old NES games, and I'm sitting there like trying to play it, and I take a medication and whatever. I take Adderall. I have ADHD. Well, that particular night I had taken my medication a little late, so I started playing that game at 8 at night. And I was supposed to be hanging out with people and being social. When I lifted my head up, it was 1 in the morning.
Damn.
I have never been so fucking defeated by a game. Drunk. I was so mad. Have you ever played Ninja Gaiden?
I have. Are we talking like the NES one or the 3D ones?
3D.
I've played a little bit of the 3D ones.
Have you tried the tutorials?
Is the okay? So in the one I played was on Xbox. It was Ninja Gaiden Black. Is the tutorial like when you're in like
Extremely hard.
the what?
Is the tutorial extremely hard, I guess is what I'm asking.
It was
I've
pretty
never played
hard.
it.
Yeah.
I was told those games are fucking incredibly hard.
Yeah, they're very difficult. I never beat Black because I think I got pretty far, and then my fucking Xbox like melted and died, and then when I got a second one, I didn't have the save anymore, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Was it a 360?
Yeah,
I also the thermal fucking glue melted or something. Whatever it is, I'm assuming that's the Red Ring of Death.
yeah,
For all you youngins out there, that used to be what we called AIDS back in the day.
Well, my Xbox has AIDS.
Everybody was getting it. Did you think of an album, Brandon?
Yeah, I did. It's not a well-prepared pick, but it is something to listen to.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. What do we got?
All right, I'm gonna throw it in the chat box so that you can
Sweet,
see
sweet.
it. It is "Risen" by Pig,
Okay.
and part of the reason I'm choosing it is because the vocalist Raymond Watts has this incredibly rich, excellent voice. I just love this guy's voice.
Oh yeah, dude. Would you say it's more of like a metal kind of like deep toner voice, or like just a
Oh, you'll
a
see.
full voice? Okay.
It's a fascinating voice. I think he's got a killer voice.
Just imagining like Mongolian like throat humming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in particular, I think the Revelation is a song you want to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, right on. Cool, cool, cool. So Pig by Risen
Risen
by
by Pig.
Pig. Excuse me, guys. Capital Pig. You guys are always welcome to listen to these too. I hope you do. You better.
I highly encourage it. I think it's
We're putting you guys onto some good music here, all right? We're
yeah.
doing you a damn service. We're
That's
not
right. We're
asking
doing you
you.
a fucking favor here.
Yeah, we're not telling you to walk 5 miles. We're telling you to put some fucking earphones in. So quit being lazy pieces of shit and listen to us talk and listen to our music right now. And tell your friends. Dude, so I don't know if you remember. I know we always get on video games on here, but like it's like all I got to do in my free time these days.
That's fine.
There's an old Spider-Man. Did I mention this last time? The Spider-Man Ultimate.
Yeah, I think you did.
Did I mention that I downloaded it?
Yes.
Fuck. You fucking assholes. I always have shit to talk about. And you're gonna do me like this? Well, anyways, it's a fun-ass game. As good as any other Spider-Man game. Go play it. Anyways, hi everybody. My name's Cody. Welcome to Ford's Garage. Have you guys eaten here before? No? Okay, cool. We're known for our 3Bs, our burgers, bathrooms, and beers. Go ahead and check out those bathrooms. Can I get you guys started with anything to drink? That is exactly what I've had to recite every day for 3 days.
Yeah. No, yeah, I remember feeling dead when I would be on the drive-through in at Subway.
Dude, that's what I was saying too. Like, even a fucking drive-through, you're pretty much on your feet all day, right? Like, there's no sitting down.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's probably you're just moving the whole time, so it's quick, right? It's just like you're constantly fucking. Like, what's the longest shift you've worked at like a McDonald's or a Subway or like
The
a
longest single shift or the longest I've worked in a day?
in a day? I guess is better.
The longest I worked in a day was I worked 6 hours at McDonald's and then I worked 10 hours of security.
Oh my god.
Like, pretty much back to back.
I mean, I'm not saying it's like the worst thing in the world. I'm just saying you must have not been looking forward to that fucking day.
I did it more than once. I had 3 jobs for a while, and it was terrible.
Did you at least have money?
So that was when I was homeless, and we had to live out of motels. And
Basically,
that
all
shit
you
is,
had time to do was work.
yeah, and that shit is so expensive when you're like stuck like that. So I basically didn't have money, even though I was working all that.
Isn't that fucking weird, dude? That's what blows my mind is like the poorer you are, the harder it is to get yourself
Oh
out of the
yeah,
situation.
it was the kind of thing where the only reason I got out is because I got like a weird inheritance.
Jesus
I was just
fucking
like trapped.
dude, that's like sometimes I think I'm going through it. That's like really rough, man. I'll tell you what, that definitely builds some fucking character. Like, it's gonna be pretty hard if you ever had a kid for them to tell you that they've been through something you haven't, you know what I mean? Which is kind of a good thing. Like, my friend is going through like this really, really bad breakup right now. Like, it's bad, bad. I'm not gonna go into too much of the details, but I'll
Okay.
just basically say like, it was more than just emotional. Like, it was kind of extortion, money, all kinds of
Oh
stuff.
shit.
And he's in a low spot, right? And I was just like, you know what, man? I was like, I'm really sorry you're going through that, but I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody has to go through some kind of struggle in their life, you know. And I was like, you don't want fucking kids, or not even just kids, just you don't want anybody who's looking up to you for courage or guidance, and then you don't even know what to say to them because you haven't been through anything, you know. Like, you definitely got to have some battle scars to make it, to have the kind of life wisdom I think to have a good life, you know.
That's a silver lining way of looking at it, I suppose.
There's always a silver lining, but it also just sucks when you're going through it. I mean, I much would have rather been sitting on a beach with fucking fruity drinks with fucking beautiful women and, dare I say it, boys, walking
Ooh.
around serving them to me. Um, but yeah, man, that's some like tough stuff. So how long was it like that for?
I was stuck in that cycle for like a year.
Fuck me, dude.
And there was a time when I worked, I remember specifically, I worked 3 months with no day off.
What the fuck? Well, how much were the fucking motels a night or for a month?
Um, fuck. It was a lot. It was like
$2 grand.
something like that, because it was like $60 a night or something like that, or more. So I was looking at like 400 plus a week.
Damn, you know it's crazy? Like everything in California, even mobile homes are expensive now. Like everything's expensive. Like out here, like let's see, I have like a 4 bedroom house, right?
Uh huh.
It's like got stairs. It's even got a fucking pool. It's $1,900 a month, and I have 4 people living there. So in between all of us, it's like 500, like a piece. So like I can make that, you know, in 2 shifts.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like I mean, it's nice, but I don't know. You know, like in a lot of countries, kids don't even leave the house until like 25 because it's just like they're so poor. You know, they don't have the money to
Oh yeah.
support. And I feel like that's kind of where America's getting to. It's just like it's getting a lot harder to live on your own.
Well, people are gonna have to be more understanding about like people who live with families,
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's
because
got
it's
to be more
like,
of a
what
cultural
other,
acceptance.
yeah, like what other choice do you have?
And I mean, it's like sometimes too, like I know people who have great jobs who live with their parents, and it's like, you know what, why not? You know, you don't have kids and you don't have, you know, anything serious going on. Like, why not bank that money and just help out your parents, you know, keep it more of a village vibe than trying to go off on your own and just everybody be poor when you guys can kind of chip in together and help out, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh man, it's getting pretty weird. Gas is fucking crazy right now. You don't drive, do you?
No. Well, I don't really go anywhere.
Yeah. I don't really go anywhere either. I just work now. And even then, I didn't really go anywhere that much. I like longboarding. Take that back. Go longboarding all the time. Oh, ooh. I do believe I caught me a cold.
Oh, really?
I don't know, man. Fuck, you know, don't you hate when you kind of like have an itchy throat and you just don't know?
Yeah.
And then you're just kind of stuck in that fucking awkward period of like, do I hang around people? Do I stay? I don't give a fuck. I'm staying outside. If y'all get sick, y'all get sick.
Damn.
You did it to your damn self.
Selfish.
You selfish ass motherfuckers. You never appreciate nothing. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, fuck. So, I saw probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I saw a car flip and land on its wheels and not hit anything.
Where was this?
So I'm going down the I-4, and it's like the main interstate that goes to Orlando. And I'm not sure what they hit, but this gentleman like pulled off the off ramp and he went off like the berm where there was no rail.
Uh huh.
And like I don't know if he just wasn't paying attention, but his car like spun, like it turned right. He's going down the off ramp where he's gonna make a right. He turned right and then left really fast, and it like the car lifted off the ground without touching the ground or anything, just boom, boom, and then landed on his fucking wheels and went backwards. Dude, it was the I like got out, made sure they were okay, but dude, the car did not. I mean, they probably fucked the suspension up, but the car's like body did not touch anything.
Damn.
Can you imagine what a lucky fucking, like, just imagine you're driving your car and you're broke and you're like, fuck man, I can't afford anything, and you make a mistake like that, and for some fucking ungodly reason, like, your car walks away without a dent.
That's pretty wild.
That's pretty, must be a good feeling, you know?
I'd be probably like a little shaken for the rest of the day at least.
Bro, what if you were behind me, you just watch me get out of the car, look you dead in the eyes, be like, nailed it. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not sure if it didn't even get like a dent, but what I'm saying is the damage was really like, and I'm saying not sure is, and I'm pretty sure it didn't hit anything, but even if it did, it was nothing like they couldn't drive that car afterwards. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, I love that feeling when you're pretty sure something's gonna be like super, super bad, and it just comes out like way better. I get like I'm in a lawsuit right now, and I'm getting a settlement, and I was expecting to get like nothing, and I ended up getting like, I'm not gonna say how much, but like a substantial amount. I was like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, life kind of throws cool little fucking passes at you every once
Was
in a while.
that the lawsuit you told me about off stream last time?
No, that was for the car accident.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, were you talking about the doctor situation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can be open about that now. That closed out. Long story short, everybody, I had a therapist in I won't say the institution, but in an institution that, you know, a lot of people need and rely on. And, you know, right off the bat, I walk into my appointment, and I was a little, you know, he was a little late, and he was like, yeah, sorry, you know, I had a guy come in wanting to kill himself, you know, and I had to fucking deal with that for 8 hours, you know, these fucking assholes, like, you know, holding up the rest of my day. And I understand, you know, like, you work in the mental health community, you know, it gets a little annoying, and you might even need to blow off some steam, but you definitely shouldn't be doing that in front of your fucking patients.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You know, I'm not saying you can't blow off some steam, but you can't be talking to people who are relying on you for guidance and help, and then let them know that you really secretly don't care. Because that's exactly what they're afraid of, right?
Yeah.
Is that's the underlying issue, is nobody really cares. And it's like, most depressed people I know, they say, nobody cares. And I'm like, you know what, you're fucking right. Like, it is kind of shitty. People are like, they really don't care. And you always, you are, in a way, you have to rely on yourself. But, you know, not when it comes to a fucking therapist, no. You need to know that that motherfucker is there. Like, that's their job. It's like, if anything, even not for the morality, that's your job. But to give you guys more detail, I wasn't the only patient who had experienced this. So when I went, into my surprise, when I went to go put in a complaint, there was already a class action lawsuit against said doctor, and they wanted me to join in on it. I did. It closed out. We haven't got any details yet, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, I've been in a lot of lawsuits this year, the only time. And also, I got money back for my car accident, guys, so I'm like so fucking happy, so stress-free.
That's great.
Not stress-free, but just a little bit better off than I was, you know?
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal?
Platypus.
Okay, now, do you have a particular reason why you pick a platypus?
I just think they're cute.
Okay, and they lay eggs and they're mammals.
Yeah,
have you ever
they're
been in an
interesting.
interview and they asked you, like, if you were an animal, what would you be?
No.
And why?
No,
You remember
I've never
famous?
been that.
Remember Famous Dave's?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, well, it's not there anymore, I guess, but I applied to be a server there way back in the day, in high school. And they asked me, like, you know, if you were an animal, what animal would you be? And I was like, fucking honey badger. I'm like, why? I was like, 'cause honey badger don't care. I don't know. Some stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
And this other kid comes in, and he's like sitting to like the booth behind me doing his interview, and the guy got to the same question, and I just happened to be paying attention. He's like, so, young man, he's like, if you were an animal, you know, what animal would you be and why? And the kid's like, a fucking bear. He said a fucking bear, by the way. And the guy was like, what? He's like, what did you say? He's like, a fucking bear? Why a fucking bear? He's like, because who fucks with a bear? And like the guy did, I don't think he got the job, but I was like, dude, that's so fucking funny. Like, I don't know, it just reminded me of like, I'm looking at my tattoo on my arm, my sloth tattoo, and I was like, what's your favorite animal? Reminded me of a story. Brandon, are you going, once you get money, or if you ever did get enough money, do you know what tattoo you're going to get first?
Oh yeah, I think I showed you a picture of it.
That's right, you did. Yeah. Was it a rune symbol?
It was the Hunter's Mark from Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's right, the Hunter's Mark. Ooh, who you hunting for? He's like, that ass.
Well, the Hunter's Mark, the significance of that symbol is that they have it like inside of their brains, basically. And to wake up from the hunter's nightmare or the hunter's dream, they like put their hand on their forehead and like tilt their head back, and then something happens, and then they wake up into like the alternate reality.
And is that where the game takes place, in the alternate reality?
That's where you go to get away from like all the danger and stuff.
So they can just disappear from reality for a second so they don't have to die?
Like, that's where you go to level up and shit.
It's kind of funny because I just, like, you said, yeah, they tilt their head back, they put their hand on their head, and then something happens. Like science, whatever, magic.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever is happening, something happens.
Yeah, you know, I think the fingernails grow into the brain and activate a switch.
Ew.
Dude, I like when people, like, when they write on their receipts for fucking, like, food, and they'll just write, like, the tip amount and then math at the bottom.
I've done that.
You fucking asshole.
I'm just like, whatever, it equals out to this.
Yeah, exactly, math, and then the even amount. I'm like, you motherfuckers. Because I don't know math either.
Oh, I got some good news for when we get to that point. Phasmophobia had an update, and they added 2 new kinds of fucking ghosts in another map.
Shit, are they scary?
I don't know, I haven't checked them out yet, but it's yokai, which is like a Japanese ghost, and those are scary. And then something called a hantu, which I'm not familiar with.
Ooh. It's probably some... Man, I'm gonna come off totally racist, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put a fucking on a loose leg here and say that it's a Asian derived spirit.
All right, let's find out and then embarrass you if you're wrong.
Alright, guys, we're basically playing a game. Are you racist? Come on up, Cody. Okay, how about we take that word away and say culturally insensitive?
Let's see. It's a Malay and Indonesian word for spirit or ghost.
Well, fucking well. I'm pretty sure in the word Malaysian.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure in Indonesian it spells Asian.
Asian, which coincidentally rhymes with Asian. I'm kind of interested to see what that is. What's the new map?
So apparently it's designed differently from the rest of them in that all the other maps have like closets or lockers that you can hide in. And this map is based more around hiding behind furniture. Which actually kind of scares me more.
Yeah, like there's not enclosed space, almost there has to be something with sight. And this ghost must have something to do with sight. Not so much knowing where you are, but like if it sees you, right?
Well, yeah, they all have to see you to track you down.
Well, not true. I was in a closet once. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Did you make any noise?
No. Well, I was kind of whispering, but...
Because if you make noise, they can hear you.
Fuckers. I just got closer and closer to the door, and then once I heard the creak, I just closed my eyes. And I heard like the noise, and I was like, okay, I'm not playing this game anymore. Like, I actually took the headset off, fucking scared. Like, okay, like you have to act tough. Like you're not a grown ass man in your room, and
Well,
there's nothing
dude,
wrong.
in
You're just,
VR, it's so fucking scary.
dude. It's like,
Cause
and
you can't get
what's
away from
crazy
it.
is it's not like simulated fear. It's real. The fear is not simulated, y'all. That shit's real. You're actually scared, and like I've caught myself being like really really scared.
Oh yeah, I've had really bad sessions where like I'm just not ready for it on that particular day, and like I'll get scared once, and I just like have to fucking turn the whole thing off.
What's funny is like I get really dizzy on the VR, so like when I'm running away with the fucking sticks, trying to get away from the ghost, I get sick and have to like step off to the side, like throw up a little bit.
Jesus.
Ah, blah. Get scared, throw up, get scared. This game is terrible. And what's funny is this could actually happen to anybody. Like, if you're playing Phasmophobia, you could very well have a panic attack and vomit at the same time. That's not a joke. It's
Yeah,
like the
I'm
real
immune to
fucking
VR
deal.
sickness right now, though.
Are you immune to it?
Well, now I am. I had to cut my teeth on shit like Blade and Sorcery.
So you just had to force yourself to do it.
Yeah, without going too far, but like I would play until I got kind of dizzy and then I would stop and then like rest.
Are you still making tutorial videos for games or like run-throughs?
Um, no, not really. I haven't had anything to make one about lately.
I think we should do a playthrough of Lego Star Wars.
Why Lego Star Wars?
Dude, it's fucking fun, man. I didn't know anything. You know, I learned more about Star Wars from Lego Star Wars than any other Star Wars game. And Battlefront, but that's it. Like, I wasn't interested in Star Wars at all until I played Lego Star Wars. And then I played Battlefront. But anyways, I learned about the story through that, you know what I mean? Like the lore or whatever.
Hmm.
But it's so fun. I love jumping around and swinging my little Lego lightsaber and using the Force. I don't know, dude, we said this last time. We are so fucking spoiled with games. Like, games now just fucking suck. Not on computer, but you know what I mean. They're just all like multiplayer and competitive. I just want another, dude, I want a solid co-op game to come out that's strictly just for co-op.
Yeah, I feel you. There's not a lot of like co-op heavy games.
Well, dude, you know what I mean? Like, it's all about, I'm gonna beat your ass and talk shit to you while I drink Mountain Dew and fucking jerk off. Before it was like, dude, Dom died. How the fuck did Dom die? He killed himself because he found his wife. And then like, that's at the end of the game, right?
No.
No, Dom kills his wife at 2. And Dom dies at the end at 3.
Well, he doesn't die at the end of 3. He dies like halfway or
Halfway, yeah. He drives a truck or something into a fucking something, right?
yeah.
Fucking Dom. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I'm very disappointed in you. You're talking about real American history right here.
That's right.
I mean, fuck. They signed the Constitution. Dude, wouldn't that be sick to be born in a different time in the future where, like, the fucking 1776 or whatever, you know, the signing of the Declaration of the Independence. Of the Independence. I said that so wrong. The Declaration of Independence. Like, what if that was, like, 1,000 years ago?
That'd be interesting.
I wonder what the fuck the world would be like. I wonder what the kind of guns we would have.
I don't know, because there's a part of me that wonders how far technology can actually go. There might just be limits that cannot be overcome.
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think every time I look into this stuff, I'm like mind blown every time. Like they're pretty sure, like if you have the money, that they could make it to where you could live at least 500 years. At least, by the way, I'm quoting that specifically, at least 500 years, just by replacing basic parts. The only issue they're having right now, the only roadblock, is the brain.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was about to
Obviously, yeah.
object with.
But what they're what they with I don't know if you know anything about Neuralink, little Elon Musk little fucking kooky experiment to read brain signals through a chip and then translate those into like movement and objects. But they found a way to basically like copy your brain patterns and go basically to the parts of your brain that control those functions and automate those. And once you automate those, it's really like more of a question of memory storage, because you'll go insane after memory. But even then, they think that they have a way that they can even hold memory outside. Like, we're getting close, man. I'm telling you, the limits of technology are, I don't know. Here's a weird fucking fun fact I found out the other day. Molecules is atoms. That's right, atoms. When you're next to somebody for a long period of time, like you spend a lot of time with somebody, on a quantum level, those atoms kind of bond, right? And what that means is they'll behave the same way, even though those two physical objects aren't near each other. They could be across the world, but if they've been around each other long enough, they have like a permanent attachment to each other, and they mimic each other's behavior from across the world. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I'd have to.
Now, okay, but basically what I'm saying is like, it's not as no more or less of saying we will get there. I don't know if we will get there, technology-wise, but as far as it being a possibility, I don't know, man. I think anything's fucking possible at this point. I mean, we know for a fact you can time travel. That's a fact. You could, if you go far enough out in the Earth's gravitational pull and you come back, you'll be ahead a second or something like that. If you go to the moon and back fast enough, you'll be ahead a second or before a second. And
yeah, but how do you turn that into functional time travel is the question.
Now, what they know so far is if you have a massive amount of gravitational pull, like a rift in gravitational pull, so for instance, if you're near a black hole, and towards the outside where the gravity's starting to spaghettify and it's getting pretty strong, if you're caught in one of those gravitational currents, not close enough to where you're getting pulled apart, but where you're getting pulled into it, and you come back out, like the time change will be like insurmountable, like somewhere like 30 years compared to an hour. So going forward is not the issue. We can go forward because time's relative to, or time is affected by gravity. But what they can't figure out is how to go back. And the only theorized way to go back by Einstein was a wormhole, which essentially a wormhole, you know what a wormhole is.
Yeah.
You would have to have a wormhole shoot straight into a black hole and then out another wormhole. And I know that sounds fucking crazy, but I swear to God, that's exactly how I read it. That was like the dumbed down version of what Einstein was trying to say. But that nobody knows because nobody's ever sent anything through a fucking wormhole that can, tell the tale. Or found a wormhole for that matter. But they're theorized to exist. Weird. Sorry guys, I stimulate my brain on Google. But how fucking crazy would that be? You just getting like some gravitational pull and come back, it's 40 years later, you're like, fuck, totally misjudged that one. Like all your life plans ruined.
Well, yeah, it's too far removed to have any kind of path forward at that point.
Imagine having a girlfriend coming back, she's like old, has kids, been married a while, and you're like, huh.
Have you ever seen the director's cut of Aliens?
No. Yes, I have. It's just been a long time.
Yeah, that's what happens to. It's not time travel, but Ripley is frozen.
Ripley? Yeah.
And then when she gets unfrozen, she finds out that her daughter is like already dead from old age.
She was like trying to save her from the fucking first one. And it's like, well, how dark is that, right? Like, she saved her daughter in the first movie, right? Am I right?
No, her daughter's not in any of the movies.
No, okay. Who did she save the girl in the first one?
No. In Aliens, she saves Newt. That's
What
the
about
second movie.
Alien?
In Alien, it's just her and the cat that make it out.
Oh yeah, and there's still the Marines and shit, the Space Marines. And she's a doctor, right? Dude, I haven't seen Aliens. It's so Alien so long. I know more about Prometheus than I know about Alien and Aliens. And I love Prometheus, by the way. Have you seen Prometheus?
Yeah, I just couldn't get into it.
It's not fucking Aliens for sure, dude. It's not at all, in my opinion. And you can definitely tell they kind of spun it. I think a little different maybe than the direct. What's the Ridley
Ridley
Scott? Or
Scott.
no, that yeah. It seemed a little different than the direction he was going, but I thought it was just interesting, kind of like the Original Life fiasco and whatnot. Holy fucking moly, boys! I'm hungry.
Well, we're at
My
about
bad.
35 minutes if you want to call it
Yeah, we
quits.
can wrap this one up, guys. I'm really sorry. It's super short. I'll try to find more time. It's just I'm training right now, and I barely had enough time to even sleep last night. So, but Brandon recommended Risen by Pig. That's all capital for Pig. Go and check it out. I will too, and we'll talk about that on the next episode.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, toodaloo, everybody.
All right. See you next time, guys.